up, guys? Spenny. There are people who are very guilty in the Epstein files, and then there are people who have been vindicated completely in the Epstein files. Like, for instance, this FBI document that dropped today proving that President Trump was snitching on Epstein to the cops in Palm Beach.
Everybody, thanks for choosing to hang out with your host, the Conservative Bird, and me, Double D, and you're on the Brick Road Podcast.
Welcome back, everybody. We really appreciate you guys stopping by and hanging out with us. Also, if you could beforehand, please make sure to hit the like, hit the share, hit the subscribe, and smash the notification. It is the free and easy way to help the channel grow as big as possible. So, Double D, it seems like there's a lot of in-house fighting with MAGA right now. It's kind of crazy, to be honest. After everything with, what's his name yesterday with, Nicolette, what's that guy's name?
Oh, Ludnick?
Yeah,
Lutnick?
Lutnick. Everything with Howard Lutnick. Everything with going on right now with Steve Bannon, where Elon Musk, kind of put a torch to him on X.
He did, really. See, I haven't heard anything about this, so I'm learning it as we're going along, Bird.
Yeah. So Benny Johnson, he breaks it down pretty good, actually. Without further ado, let's get into it.
Yeah, let that clip roll, Bird.
What's up, guys? Spenny. There are people who are very guilty in the Epstein files, and then there are people who have been vindicated completely in the Epstein files. Like, for instance, this FBI document that dropped today proving that President Trump was snitching on Epstein to the cops in Palm Beach. Donald Trump has been outed as a FBI informant by the speaker. President Trump built his early political career on telling all of America that Jeffrey Epstein was a dirty, filthy criminal and degenerate, along with Bill Clinton and Prince Andrew and so on. And here you can see in the document Donald Trump telling them who to go after, saying go after Ghislaine Maxwell. She's sick, saying that Jeffrey Epstein preyed on little kids, and talking to the cops about Jeffrey Epstein, talking to the cops in order to get Jeffrey Epstein arrested. That's what's available in this document. All of the corporate media is publishing this. Trump reportedly called the police about Epstein. Ghislaine Maxwell was evil. Every single outlet.
And this was in 2006, it's kind of crazy to think, for real.
Wow, so the president was, he was ratting Epstein out. He was an informant. Well, that's a new twist. I don't really see that as a problem, but it is definitely a new twist. If he ratted him out, I'm cool with that.
Yeah,
the guy was a sick pedophile. He was a sick, PDF. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care, man. Hey, so what?
Yeah, no, my buddy my buddy actually told me this about 7-8 years ago, and I was like, really? And then now that, when Mike Johnson said that, I was like, man, that's crazy that, I was told this, and, I was like, I wonder if that's true or not. And now, seemingly, it is true.
What's wild about that, Bird, is, they've been holding this a secret the entire time, and at any given time, Donald Trump could have just released that information, but here, told you, I was the one who turned him in. He chose not to do that, which means obviously he obviously was able to keep a secret, I guess.
Right.
Especially one about him being a rat.
I have a question.
I'm only saying being a rat in the sense that he ratted out, and Epstein deserved to be ratted out.
Yeah.
So I don't want anybody to misunderstand where I'm coming from. I'm using that term very loosely.
Yeah.
And more like a joke.
I have a question for the liberals that come in here. If you guys are so infatuated with the Epstein documents, put down in the comments below why you think the DOJ under Joe Biden didn't release any of the documents. Why weren't you guys calling for it then? Why is it such a big deal to you now? I just don't get it.
Well, I think it's a big deal because they thought it was going to get Trump, but I think this is going to pretty much dive bomb their whole plan. I just don't, at this point forward, their purpose is no longer there.
Yeah.
Their purpose is to get Trump. How are they going to get Trump? If Trump's actually the guy that turns state's evidence.
Yep.
has reported this all the way up to ABC News, NBC News, CNN. They're all freaking out about it, crying, forced to admit Trump blew the whistle on Jeffrey Epstein. People are making memes about it. Oh, cool. And using our tweet to do that. That's a great meme. Yes. Trump called the cops on Epstein. Trump reported Epstein before Epstein became a convicted sex offender. That's very important in the timeline. It is probably because of President Trump that Epstein became a convicted sex offender. Bill Gates befriended Epstein after he was a convicted sex offender. Democrats won't mention Bill Gates' name publicly. They call President Trump a rapist.
Well, no shit, because they have TDS. That's why they don't have BDS. They have TDS.
Yeah, they definitely have nothing against Bill Gates or Bill Clinton at this point. It's definitely get Trump, get Trump, get Trump at any cost. Well, it looks like they got stumped by Trump.
It seems like everything with Trump isn't like, it's just like people calling into a hotline and giving tips, but then it seems like none of them are credible.
Well, that's because anybody and their brother was probably calling him in, bro.
No, for
Seriously.
sure. For sure. I mean, if they can almost off someone, if they could try and throw them in jail, why can't they call a hotline to give some fake tips? Allegedly.
Well, they do. Dude, they probably get more fake tips than real tips on every hotline.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
I don't care what the law enforcement is or who it is. There's always going to be more bad leads than good leads. It's like that in business too. There's always more bad leads than good leads, but it's the good leads that pan out. And obviously this was a really good one for the FBI. It was so good they kept it a secret for 20 years. It is 2026, right?
Calls it a hoax. Okay.
You're right.
Now, there are mentions of Elon Musk in these files as well. We've covered that, right? That it was just tertiary emails. I mean, unless you have some type of other evidence, it's just like back and forth trying to schedule a meeting emails. And Elon Musk has said many months ago that he never met Jeffrey Epstein, never flew on his plane, never went to his island, never was in the same room as the guy. Okay. I mean, we believe him. You're going to have to present other evidence to prove otherwise. Yeah. But they had like an email exchange where they were trying to get together. Okay. Didn't happen. So it is what it is.
Right.
But Elon Musk has been going hard in on Steve Bannon. Steve Bannon has a much closer relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. And in full disclosure, I like Steve Bannon. He's been on the program. I like his insights into things. So I'm like, but this is what it is.
That's true. You got to call a spade a spade.
Yeah, I mean, so what's Steve Bannon's? I mean, but it's not. Was he involved with the goofy stuff, or
I don't know
was
exactly.
he just there?
We'll find out.
Is it going to say?
We'll find out.
We're going to report on it.
Right.
Here we go. Epstein was working with Steve Bannon on a global populist movement before his arrest. The anti-elite crusader taking advice from the most elite pedophile on earth. This is just this is just a matter of fact. There's a ton of emails and messages between the two of them. You can see here in the Steve Bannon email file, people have replicated the email. This is like amazing, the world that we live in. They've replicated Jeffrey Epstein's, it's called Jmail, Jeffrey Epstein's email accounts. So you can see here a voluminous number of emails.
That stuff stays forever anyway.
Yeah, so that
doesn't go anywhere.
So they basically created a search engine where you could just search up all the emails. You don't have to go through all the files. You could just look up all the emails. That's insane, dude. Insane.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the world we live in.
Yeah,
so that's what I'm saying. Anybody got anything to hide, they might as well forget about all that. They're not hiding shit anymore.
That's true.
From Steve Bannon. Loading page 2 of 6. There are 7,500 emails with Steve Bannon.
Why?
7,500?
Steve Bannon, sex offender plea deal case.
Wait a minute, what's that about?
What the email looks like. They're the text messages with Steve Bannon. See here. It's wild that you can do this.
Insane.
Text messages from Steve Bannon and with Steve Bannon. See, there are lots of them. We've addressed some of them on the program. Some of the crypto scam stuff.
Oh, is that what that's more about? The crypto stuff?
Possibly.
Anyway, it's very unique and very interesting. Does it show criminality? Does it show a lack of judgment? It is what it is. Steve Bannon spent over a year coordinating with Jeffrey Epstein on how to rehab Jeffrey Epstein's image. The texts show the documentary where they were filming paid for by Epstein, while Bannon would keep the profits. Bannon has refused to release many hours of footage. I mean, this is something that was well known.
Okay, so I don't see any problem in that if they were making a documentary about him. That doesn't have nothing to do with the island or anything.
No. So they were making a documentary about him? Is this so? This doesn't really implicate Steve Bannon.
No. So far.
But it does puts him in contact with the guy 7,500 times.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. If it was me and I was in the position that these guys, and I understand the dude had money. He served his time the first time. They probably all were like, oh, well, he won't do it again. Well, he obviously was still doing it all along.
Right.
But I mean, I get it. There, people flock to the people with money because it helps their influence. But I just don't see how anybody was benefiting other than being paid out by this guy at any given time. It's only financial, or they were part of the weird stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, why? I mean, otherwise there's no reason to be around the guy.
Yeah.
I just don't understand it. I don't understand why these guys didn't distance themselves after the first conviction. That's all. I just don't get it.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
Deleted the full Jeffrey Epstein interview by Steve Bannon. I'm not sure if it's the full one, but it's part of it. It's a 2-hour Jeffrey Epstein interview. A lot of information surrounding the Epstein files has been taken down or redacted. Make sure to bookmark this. Here's the full 1 hour.
Remember, when you're answering on these questions,
and you can
I'm
hear
not in the
Steve
shot,
Bannon
and they're never going to hear my voice. So a little bit, you got to repeat in your answer, you got to repeat what my question was.
Oh, well, okay.
Santa Fe Institute. Why, when you're at the top of your game on Wall Street, do you decide to finance, which was at the time, or endow, or become the donor or sponsor, however you want to say it, for what was considered the most cutting edge group of mathematicians in the world? Actually.
So Santa Fe Institute in the late 80s, early 90s, I was interested, I was on the board of Rockefeller.
So there we go. So you can go.
Clip from Epstein's final where he talked about being a sexual predator. As you think he then says the devil scares him. Yeah, but this is coming from this liberal douchebag.
Yeah, Brian Krasenstein. I know who he is. Yeah, he really is definitely a diehard liberal. And he was probably, I mean, honestly, it sounded to me like they were actually getting along in that interview.
For me, this is Steve Bannon interviewing him, am I correct?
Is that who it's supposed to be?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think this is from the interview that Steve Bannon did before. This was his last interview.
Gotcha. So then what are they implicating Steve Bannon for then?
I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure yet. Let's figure it out.
Does Benny say, or?
Let's figure it out. I didn't watch the whole video yet.
Gotcha. Fair enough.
Go watch it. Yeah, I encourage you to. I encourage you to go watch it, go read all the emails, go look at all the text messages for yourself. Very interesting. Jeffrey Epstein saying that that the devil scares him. I was wondering if he's the devil.
Do you think you're the devil himself?
I don't know. Why would you say that?
Because you have all the attributes. You're incredibly smart. You remember the devil is somebody knows it. The devil's brilliant. You read Milton's Paradise Lost.
No, the devil scares me.
Satan.
The devil scares me, says Jeffrey Epstein.
Nah, I don't know, man. That seemed a little off.
Michael Flynn saying this is really, really ugly, and an exchange where Steve Bannon is talking about, whether he would run the White House with certain selections for personnel, disparaging, in some cases, President Trump, and so on. Steve Bannon right here. He is competitive, which only reinforces how stupid Trump is. To think I worked this hard for 10 years to get psycho Chris Christie running the country. Well, anyway, there's lots of these, but it's Elon Musk who is now taking sort of a very proactive.
Well, I don't understand why Steve Bannon's taking shots at Trump right there when Trump gave him every opportunity in the world.
Yeah, who knows? Obvious. Well, maybe he was taking shots to curry favor with Epstein to
That could be
his
it.
trust. But
That could be it.
I mean, it could. I mean, I'm taking a shot in the dark there.
Yeah,
though,
no, that
seriously.
could be it too. Yeah, that's another way to look at it.
He might have been trying to curry favor,
Yeah.
but again, how did this benefit him? Because I don't see how this benefited Bannon in any way. And now he's just basically, I mean, he's already gone through everything he went through during the Biden administration when they were trying to destroy him and Alex Jones both. And what Bannon's return basically is, I don't know, man. He should have distanced himself too.
Yeah.
Again, there's a lot of people on the MAGA side. Most of them probably didn't have much to do with Epstein, but for those rhinos and those MAGA who did, just go away.
Yeah.
Do yourselves a favor, go away. I mean, we know it is what it is. Just go away. That's all there is to it.
In going after Steve Bannon for his relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. So that's the relationship. There is a relationship there. Steve Bannon was working with Epstein in order to try and rehabilitate his image. They exchanged and shared correspondence a lot and recently. And here we go.
So that's all this is about.
But still no arrest.
So this is about,
says Elon Musk. Elon Musk regularly talking about how it's mind-blowing that not a single person has been arrested on the Epstein list. Elon Musk sharing this. We need to seriously investigate Steve Bannon and his connection to Epstein. The guy was defending him way too hard. Definitely something shady about it. Keep Bannon and his crew away from Trump at all costs. Steve Bannon and the people, says Dinesh D'Souza, planning to produce pro-Epstein documentary the day of his arrest. Elon.
Okay, if
so basically, Steve Bannon was trying to fix his image.
I get that. Here's the thing, though, right? If Jeffrey Epstein's paying him to help him clean up his image, then that's what he's doing. I don't see him involved on the island or anything, though. Like, that's what I don't understand, why this is such a big deal.
Well, yeah, it's a big deal because he was associated with him. He had 7,500 emails.
I get that,
and he was. But most importantly, he was trying to help the guy fix his image. He's a freaking PDF, man. There's nothing to fix.
No. I get it though. But what I was getting at with that was, if he's paying him to do that,
that's his job. That's what he was supposed to do.
Right. It's not like he was doing. It's not like that is true because it is making him look bad, but it's not like he was doing anything on the weird side.
No, and I didn't think he was. There was never at any point that I thought Steve Bannon was involved with something like that. I just thought, again, he let greed and the need for money,
corrupt his judgment. Definitely let greed and money corrupt his judgment.
That's right, and it was all in bad judgment too. Because I mean, I would have not. I get it. It's money, dude. It's a lot of money, and Epstein was like paying him to help him get rid of that bad reputation. But how do you get rid of that? I mean, what can you say about a PDF that would make it better?
Nothing.
Thank you for taking down Epstein.
I can't think of anything.
Hero.
Nothing.
Elon buying Twitter, collapse the global pederast ring. Steve Bannon is evil, says Elon Musk. And all of the...
I don't know if it's evil, but he's definitely greedy.
Just sort of social commentary and emails that they had together. Europe can be a wife, not a mistress. Other than the founding fathers, no one has done more for free speech rights and the First Amendment than Elon Musk. Elon Musk saying, Roger Stone saying, certainly turned out to be right about Steve Bannon. Mm-hmm. Bannon is evil, Elon Musk has tweeted many times. Given how close Steve Bannon and Epstein were in Epstein's arrest, Bannon is likely to be involved in nearly every illegal activity that Epstein engaged in, at the very least had detailed knowledge of numerous crimes and never reported them. It's time to investigate Bannon.
Okay, I could see that. I can see that.
That's definitely gonna happen too.
I can see
that. You know what? Here's what the president's got to do. We got to clean our own house.
Yeah.
Because once we clean our own house, the left and the Democrats won't be able to say anything. And it's time to release all those files on Bill Clinton, on anybody else, any other Democrats that were involved with that. It's time to bring out. We're throwing our own under the bus right now. It's time to start throwing those Democrats underneath it with them.
Elon Musk has been sharing nonstop
That's where
about
I
investigating
stand on
Steve Bannon, planning to produce a documentary. Emails reveal Bannon was organizing a documentary to counter Netflix's Epstein series, planning to film on Little St. John and include interviews with Epstein associates. Whoa. I mean, you got to release the footage, right?
Yep.
Steve Bannon chilling with Epstein inside of his office. That's a real selfie pic with Bannon and Epstein. They took selfies together. And listen, it's just not a good.
Bannon must be.
It's cringe, man. It's
Bannon-
real freaking cringe.
Bannon
man.
must be stupid himself to take a selfie with him like that, knowing that he's going to try and use it against him at some point as a leverage of something. You know what I mean? Like, nah, bro.
I mean, as it turned out, he kind of ended up using it against himself, really.
See, here's the thing, right? It doesn't say, he didn't say he was best friends with Epstein. He
No.
did have a lot of texts with them, money laundering. Okay, I could see that.
He went to prison too for situations with money, so that part doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, well, he did his time. But
He did do his time. He did do his time.
I didn't see them as being best friends, though.
No, I wouldn't think so. Steve Bannon was just trying to make a name for himself with the documentary and the interview, and as it turns out, it just more or less burned him on the ass here down the road. But you know what? Steve Bannon's been through a lot. He'll get through this, and the president's just going to have to distance himself from him.
Yep.
You know, that's all there is to it. And he has to distance himself from anybody who didn't distance themselves from Epstein.
Look, I mean, I'm telling you, it's not a good look. Not sure if there's anything criminal there, but it ain't a good look. It's not a good look for a lot of people, but it's not a good look for Steve. It ain't. Big differences. Steve Bannon, best friends with Epstein, hundreds of texts with Epstein, money laundering, gifts, political power. Likely visited the island multiple times. I don't know about that. Reid Hoffman, hundreds of emails, confirmed visits to Epstein Island, sent gifts to the island. Elon Musk never visited the island, declined every single invitation, calling for full prosecutions, and offering legal help to the victims. But the media only attacks Elon Musk. Yikes.
That's true.
Well, that's because they hate Elon now.
Yeah, they
because
don't
he
like
turned
Steve
on
Bannon
him.
either, though. They'll attack him eventually.
No, they definitely don't like Steve Bannon, but Steve Bannon has managed to get himself in trouble not once or twice, but several times. And that's just, you know what, it might just be part of his personality. He just might be prone to legal problems at all times. And I don't know how legal this problem is, but the ethics and the morality of it are certainly damning, for sure. That's
Steve
my
Bannon should be
take
marked
on
and
it.
avoided by everybody in the conservative movement. The more I learn about his relationship with Epstein, the more I'm disgusted. As I've said before, Steve Bannon has been a friend of our program, our show. I'm not going to accuse the guy of any wrongdoing. I'm saying it looks bad. That's all. I'm saying it looks
It
bad.
definitely looks bad. I don't think he did anything wrong. I don't think I hope he didn't.
I catch pedophiles, and I've been invited on every single show except Bannon's War Room. Now I understand why. Steve Bannon is evil. Definitive case
I'm
against
not gonna
Steve
go as
Bannon.
far
Elon
as
Musk
saying
sharing
all
this.
that,
This is to
but-
say Steve Bannon was in daily communication with Jeffrey Epstein. The Steve Bannon texts.
Says, okay.
I mean, I could see some interrogations in order. You know what I mean? I can see some interrogations coming down the pike for that guy. I just don't see how he's gonna. I don't see how he's gonna skate past all this with some kind of scrutiny. I just don't see that happening. So
Pope is wrong on policy. X get through to that. You're an honorary Jew anyway. No, it's no longer Judeo-Christian, just Judeo-honored. I will drop the Christian and Christian Zionist. You must admit you look a little like the priest and exorcist, just missing the hat and cares. Why would you be willing to drop the beat it, dude?
I don't even know why they're talking about that dumb shit anyway. Like, how is that even important into what they were trying to? You know, I thought the whole idea was to get Epstein to come clean about being a PDF,
Right,
and his assaults.
Right.
But I guess apparently
It worked.
was
Putting
just
yourself
Weirdos.
more-
They're weirdos.
The Pope was
Double
wrong on
D.
policy.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's fucking weirdos.
You're an honorary Jew anyway. Now it's no longer Judeo-Christian, just Judeo, honored. I will drop the Christian in Christian Zionist. You must admit you look a little like a priest in The Exorcist, just missing the hat and the green slime. Ugh. Kind of gross messages, honestly.
Yeah, it's weird.
Bannon was laundering money for evil people, says Elon Musk.
Oh,
You can see
He
you
was definitely
evil.
well. He went to prison for that stuff,
Yeah.
didn't he? Did he go to prison for money laundering or
I'm-
something to do with that? There was something. I mean, I know it had to do something financial. I'd have to look it back up. It's been a while, but
yeah.
I mean, the man has a history.
Oozing out
He
of
has a
Bannon's
history when
face.
it comes to that. So
Bannon's list of
I don't
crimes
wanna
is
judge
very,
him too
very
much,
long, says Elon Musk. Bannon was using
he
Warcraft
also served
gold
his
as a
time,
means of
too.
laundering illegal money for criminals.
That's
Goodness gracious.
crazy.
Steve Bannon is known for inflating his personal influence. His history of selling World of Warcraft gold
It
is
was
a matter of public record. Although these activities violated the game's terms of service, making them illegal by Blizzard standards, the operations themselves are thoroughly documented. He has always been scummy.
Yo, that's insane, bro. So so World of Warcraft is basically a video game. It's like an open world game that some people play.
yeah, they have the gold on there. You buy the gold and you
Yeah,
sell
yeah.
the gold. Is that how that works?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Wow. Well,
That's-
you know what? I mean, I don't know how much improprieties he had as far as like that are associated with the island, but I'd say he's got some serious financial improprieties showing up. And
Yep.
this, again, like Benny said, it's just a really bad look for him.
Yeah.
You know,
Back in 2007, Bannon was coincidentally running a Chinese company that sold in-game gold for real cash.
Wow.
After a few trades, good luck tracking where the money came from. Would be a great way to money launder. Okay, bad news,
Ooh.
Bannon. He's been bad news wherever he goes. Here they are.
bad news, Bannon.
Man, oh,
the
man.
bad news.
It's true.
Yep.
Just
That's
not a
his
good
new
look.
name.
Honestly, I mean, I don't see anything with the kids or anything, so that's a good thing. But it's still, it's just a bad look on his part for him to want to sit there and befriend him and want to do these things. I understand he was paying you, but still, it's like not all money's good money.
Steve Bannon is bad news, man. Steve Bannon is bad news. That's probably the name of this freaking episode.
Yeah, so my verdict is Trump needs to cut ties with him.
That's about it.
It's
Just
not
cut the
about
ties
you,
with
it's
the
about
guy,
America.
Let it go.
It's about America.
And years down the road, if they want to be friends again, whatever. But right now, it's in the best interest for our country to just push this guy aside.
I agree.
And just move along.
I agree, Double D. And let us know what you guys think down in the comments. But we really do appreciate you guys stopping by and hanging out with us. And just remember, without God, none of this is possible. I want to thank Double D, thank my friends, thank my family, and thank the audience.
And I think right away the president should ditch Steve Bannon, get him out of the picture. And I would suggest to the rest of the MAGA Republicans, I don't care about the rhinos too much, but the MAGA, distance yourself from Steve Bannon. Don't get caught up in his financial stuff. Because right now it's backfiring. I don't think it's going to work out. But on that, Bird, thank you for always making the show happen every day and every week. Audience, thanks for sticking around and hanging out with us. And most importantly, I just want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for allowing me to be here to bring you all the message today. And with that, good night, y'all.
All right, everybody, have a good one. Peace.